Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we look inside the documents companies file and try to figure out what's really going on. And if you thought things would be quiet this summer, we've got a new report from Jones Lang LaSalle or JLL that tells us about their recent performance. And let me tell you, it's not exactly fireworks, but let's decode it. Alright, so what we're looking at here is an 8K filing, a current report that companies put out when something significant happens. In this case, JLL is reporting their financial results for the second quarter ending June 30th, 2025. This is the main event people look for to see how the company is doing right now, not just in the long run. They announced these results on August 6th, 2025. JLL is a big player in the global real estate and investment management world, known for helping businesses and investors with everything from leasing office space to managing big property portfolios. Their stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker JLL. The heart of this report really is the announcement of their financial results for the second quarter. Now, this filing itself doesn't contain the detailed numbers in this part, but it tells us that a separate news release was issued, and that news release is attached as an exhibit. Think of this as the official announcement that, hey, here are our latest numbers, everyone. So this exhibit is where the real meat is. We're going to dive into what those numbers likely represented. Companies like JLL are really about generating revenue through services like property management, leasing, and investment advisory. So when we look at their results, we want to see how much business they're winning and how profitable those deals are. Now, while this specific 8K filing doesn't show the detailed financial tables itself, it references a separate press release. Based on typical company reporting for a second quarter ending in June, we'd expect to see information about their revenue, their expenses, and ultimately their profit or loss. We'd be looking for comparisons to the same quarter last year to see if they're growing, shrinking, or staying flat. Key metrics for a company like JLL would include revenue from their various service lines like LASALLE Investment Management and JLL Technologies, as well as their global brokerage and property management businesses. And signing off on this report as Chief Financial Officer is Kelly How. This confirms that the company's financial leadership is aware of and responsible for the information being presented. Okay, looking at this filing and the context of what it represents, JLL is a company deeply tied to the health of the global economy and commercial real estate markets. If the economy is strong, demand for office space is high and companies are investing in new properties, that's good for JLL. If the economy is shaky and businesses are cutting back on office footprints or delaying investments, that creates headwinds for them. What's important to notice here is that this is a very brief filing. The Form 8K specifically states that the information furnished, including the news release, shall not be deemed filed for purposes of certain regulations. This means they're sharing information but not in the same way as a more comprehensive filing like a 10Q or 10K, where the detailed financial statements are fully integrated and subject to stricter scrutiny. This is more of a public announcement style of disclosure. From a Warren Buffett perspective, we'd want to understand the underlying strength of JLL's business model. Are they essential service providers that clients can't do without? Do they have a competitive advantage that protects them from rivals? And crucially, are they earning a good return on the capital they employ? This quick 8K doesn't give us those deep dives, but it's the first snapshot. We'd need to see the actual news release for core financial performance metrics like revenue growth, profitability margins, and cash flow generation. Without those numbers, we can't really make a strong judgment on the company's current health or future prospects. However, this filing tells us that on August 6th, 2025, JLL made a public announcement regarding their second quarter financial results. This is standard practice for publicly traded companies to keep investors informed. The specific items mentioned as exhibits are the news release itself, and the interactive data file. The interactive data file, or inline XBRL, is designed to make financial information easier for investors and analysts to access and analyze automatically. So to summarize, what we can glean from this filing is that JLL has provided an update on their Q2 2025 performance. The actual financial figures and the story they tell are in the reference news release. Without directly accessing that document, what we have here is the official notification that those numbers have been shared. It's like getting a cover page for a book without the chapters inside. Alright, that's a quick decode of this JL filing. What are your thoughts on how companies typically release their financial news? Are these 8K filings enough for you, or do you look forward to the more detailed reports? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown useful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We also have a Discord server where we discuss these filings further, so check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.